I died choking on my own blood. The metallic tang flooding my mouth as the knife twisted deeper, my best friend's face twisted into something unrecognizable above me. Smiling, actually, like she'd just won the lottery. "You always were too trusting, Mia," she whispered, her voice a venomous purr that echoed in my skull even as the world faded to black. And then, nothing, until the screech of tires and the blare of a horn yanked me back, my heart slamming against my ribs like it was trying to escape, because I wasn't dead. I was 16 again, behind the wheel of my beat-up Honda on the FDR Drive, the Hudson River glittering mockingly to my left. It hit me like a freight train. The date on the dashboard clock, October 15th, 2008. 7 years before the end. Before Sarah's betrayal sealed my fate in that godforsaken boardroom. My hands trembled on the steering wheel, slick with sweat, as memories crashed over me. The promotion I never got, the evidence planted in my desk, the trial that painted me as the corporate thief who'd tanked Vanguard Tech stock. Sarah, my roommate since freshman year at NYU, the one I'd shared secrets and soy lattes with, had sold me out to climb the ladder. She'd framed me for embezzling millions, using my access codes I'd given her in a moment of stupid trust during a late-night crunch. The jury didn't believe my tears. The judge's gavel was the last sound I heard before prison, before the shank in the showers 2 years later, courtesy of a hit she arranged to silence me forever. But now I was back. Reborn, or whatever cosmic joke this was. The radio crackled with some pop song I barely remembered. Katy Perry, pre-fame bullshit, and I slammed my palm against the dash, laughing, a wild, hysterical sound that scared even me. This wasn't a dream. The scar on my thumb from that dumb kitchen knife slip in college was gone, my skin smooth as it had been at 16. High school senior year, pre-NYU, pre-Sarah. My parents' divorce papers weren't even filed yet. I could fix it all. I'd rewrite the script, burn the bridges before they could trap me, starting with her. I pulled over at the next exit, tires squealing into a McDonald's lot in Queens, the golden arches mocking my epiphany with their greasy promise. My phone, God, a flip phone, ancient relic, buzzed with a text from Mom. "Pick up milk after school? Love you." Innocent. Oblivious. I stared at the screen until my vision blurred, tears hot and furious. Last time, she'd buried me with lilies, her face hollowed by grief and my shame. This time, she'd see her daughter rise like a phoenix, claws out. I typed back a quick sure, then scrolled to Sarah's number. We weren't friends yet, not officially. That spark happened at orientation, but I'd met her once, at a campus preview day. Canceled plans, maybe? No, too soon. I needed to play it smart, map the landmines. The drive home blurred into a haze of what-ifs. Astoria, my family's cramped two-bedroom above a bodega, smelled the same. Garlic from the Lebanese place downstairs, faint mildew from last winter's leak. Dad was at the garage, wrenching on some customer's Chevy, Mom flipping through real estate listings on her clunky Dell. "Hey, kiddo," she said, not looking up. "Rough day." I forced a smile, the kind that didn't reach my eyes. Just peachy. Upstairs, I locked my door and pulled out the shoebox under my bed, the one with my future clippings, articles on Vanguard Tech, the startup buzzing in Silicon Alley, founded by that visionary prick, Harlan Voss. He'd been Sarah's mentor in my first life, the one who greased her rise while shoving me under the bus. Harlan, with his TED Talk charm and predatory gaze, had known about the frame job from day one. Hell, he'd orchestrated it, using Sarah as his puppet. I spread the clippings on my bed like a war map. Vanguard's IPO was in 2012. By 2015, I was their golden girl, head of R&D, until Sarah's promotion play. The secret? Their AI patent, the one I coded in sweat and Red Bull, was the golden goose. She stole it, tweaked the metadata, and pinned the leak on me. Millions vanished into offshore accounts, traced back to my IP. The twist no one knew. Harlan's wife was dying, experimental treatments costing a fortune. He needed the cash, and I was collateral. But in prison, whispers from a guard, bribed, maybe, hinted at more, a deeper rot, something about Voss laundering through the company, tied to Russian oligarchs. I died without proof, but now? I'd dig it up, bury him with it. Night fell, and sleep evaded me like a guilty conscience. Instead, I plotted. Step 1, NYU acceptance. I'd aced it last time, but this round, I'd angle for scholarships, networks outside Sarah's orbit. Step 2. Intern at a rival firm. Learn the game from the shadows. Step 3. When the time came, expose the patent theft before it happened. But revenge wasn't clean. It was a blade that cut both ways. I'd have to become someone I hated, ruthless, manipulative. Lie to friends, ghost family if needed. The first controversial call. Seduce information out of key players. Harlan liked them young and ambitious. Sarah was his type. Maybe I'd play both sides, whisper doubts, plant seeds of paranoia. By dawn, my eyes burned, but resolve hardened like concrete. I slipped into my old jeans, too tight now. Or wait, no, 16-year-old body, and headed to school. Benjamin Cardozo High, a concrete jungle of cliques and crushes. Locker slams, laughter echoing off lockers painted institutional beige. There she was, in the hall, Sarah Klein, 15, all wide-eyed innocence with her blonde bob and Abercrombie sweater. Not yet the Viper. Our eyes met. She smiled, tentative. Mia? From the NYU thing. I nodded, forcing warmth. Yeah, small world. Inside, my gut twisted. Kill her now? No. Let her bloom, then prune the rot. Classes dragged. Algebra a blur of variables that mirrored my new life equation. Survival plus payback equals redemption? Lunch was pizza day, grease pooling on paper plates. I sat with my usual crew, Jenna, the theater kid with dreams of Broadway. Rico, aspiring DJ with beats on his iPod. You okay, Em? Jenna asked, poking my arm. Looked like you saw a ghost. I laughed it off. Bad dream. But it was real. After school, I biked to the library, commandeered a computer, and dove into archives. Vanguard's early filings, Harlan's bio, Harvard dropout turned mogul, married to Elena Voss, philanthropist facade hiding her battle with pancreatic cancer. Diagnosed 2010. The timeline clicked. Her death in 2014 spurred the desperation. Hours later, fingers cramped from typing notes into a spiral notebook, I pedaled home under sodium lamps flickering to life. Mom had lasagna baking. Dad slumped in his recliner, beer in hand. ESPN murmuring about the Mets playoff choke. Pass the salt, me a bug, he grunted. I did, watching his calloused hands, remembering how he'd testified at my trial, voice breaking as he called me his good girl. This time, he'd never doubt. Dinner talk was mundane. Mom's open house flop, Dad's bad tipper, but under it, my mind raced. I'd need money. A job? Waitressing at the diner down the block, tips from Wall Street suits slumming it. That night, dreams spliced. The knife's glint, Sarah's laugh morphing into Harlan's boardroom smirk. I woke gasping, sheets tangled. 3 a.m., perfect time for confessions to the dark. I'm back, I whispered to the ceiling fan's lazy spin. And I'm not the same. Morning brought clarity. Infiltrate early. Email NYU alumni list. Fake it as a preview kid, snag invites. By week's end, I had a coffee chat with a junior named Alex, pre-law, connected to tech VCs. Over Starbucks, I probed. Heard of Vanguard? Harlan Voss. Alex shrugged, foam on his lip. Rising star. Shady funding rumors. But who's counting? Seed planted. Weeks blurred into a rhythm of deception. School by day, library by night. I bulked up my resume with volunteer coding at a community center, Python basics. But it looked good. Sarah friended me on MySpace. God, the relic, gushing about orientation. I replied sweetly, can't wait to room together? Lie 1. Inside, I cataloged her tells. The nervous laugh when lying, the way she'd twirl her hair plotting. October faded into November, Thanksgiving turkey and forced family cheer. Dad and Mom argued in whispers about money. I eavesdropped, heart aching. Last life, their split accelerated after my arrest. This time, I'd glue them with subtle nudges, date nights, budget talks. December snow dusted Queens, turning slush to sparkle. Christmas lights twinkled on stoops, but my gift to myself was a burner email. Tips to a blogger about Voss's early deals. Anonymous, of course. Response. Crickets. Patience, Mia. The betrayal's web was vast. Harlan's empire built on sand. New Year's Eve. House party at Jenna's. Eggnog spiked with rum. Boys in hoodies grinding to Flo Rida. I danced, but eyes scanned for edges. There, a guy from Stuyvesant. Mark, interning at a fintech startup. Vanguard. I breathed, close enough for plausible deniability. He nodded, eyes lighting. Interned there last summer. Voss is intense. Wife's sick. Uses it as motivation, but it's dark. Dark. Yes. I filed it, clinked glasses with him as midnight struck. Resolutions unspoken, destroy them all. But doubt crept. Was this me, or the prison hardening me? The Shanks phantom itch on my side. No time for weakness. January brought NYU apps finalized, acceptance letter in hand by February. Summer internship? I cold emailed every rival. Palantir? No, but a small AI shop in Brooklyn bit. Enthusiasm noted, their HR drone emailed. Score. Spring thaw brought cherry blossoms to the park, but my bloom was thorns. Sarah and I bonded over roomy plans, her spilling dreams of tech glory. Voss is my idol, she gushed during a mall trip, Forever 21 bag swinging. I smiled, stomach sour. Him too. Behind her back, I hacked her preview day notes. Basic phishing, skills from Prison Whispers. Her password, Sarah Vosfin 2009. Pathetic. Inside, essays fawning over Harlan, research on his patents. Mine, in another life. Graduation caps sailed like blackbirds. I walked the stage, diploma crisp. Dad's hug crushed, mom's tears genuine. Summer job at the diner paid for a cheap laptop. Dell Inspiron, sluggish, but mine. Coding nights, I prototyped an AI snippet, timestamped, backed up to a free Dropbox. Proof of ownership, future armor. By August, NYU loomed. Sarah and I synced move in, her excitement bubbling via texts. Airport pickup for her from Jersey. I helped unload boxes, sweat beading in the dorm's AC hum. Washington Square Village, room 412, twin beds and cinderblock walls. Besties forever? She teased, bumping my shoulder. I echoed it, throat tight. Forever was a lie I'd shatter. Freshman orientation, mixers, syllabi, the crush of ambition. I dodged Harlan's guest lecture. Too soon, but Sarah dragged me. There he was, stage charisma masking the snake. Tall, silver fox hair, voice like velvet over gravel. Innovation demands sacrifice, he intoned, eyes sweeping the crowd. Mine locked. Did he sense? No, impossible. But his gaze lingered, appraising. Chills. That night, pizza boxes strewn, Sarah confessed. I want to intern there. Change the world. I nodded, feigning awe. You will. Inside, over my corpse. Plot thickened. Befriend her, mirror her moves, diverge at the fork. Fall leaves crunched underfoot as NYU's campus pulsed with that electric freshman buzz. Freedom laced with terror. I threw myself into CS 101, devouring algorithms like they were antidotes to my past poisons. Professor Liang, a wiry Taiwanese guy with a penchant for Socratic grilling, became my unwitting ally. Mia Chun, he'd call, explain recursion without circular logic. I'd nail it, earning nods that built my rep. Sarah, in her business track, envied my brainiac vibe, but I saw the flicker, ambition sharpening her edges. By midterms, I'd coded a basic neural net for pattern recognition. Ironic, since I was hunting mine. Uploaded to GitHub under a pseudonym, watermarked with metadata. Sarah peeked over my shoulder one night, eyes widening. Holy shit, Mia. That's genius. You could patent that. I shrugged, casual. Nah, just playing. But her wheels turned. I caught her screenshotting code later, deleting it quick when I napped. Trust? Shattered early this time. Thanksgiving break hit like a gut punch. Home to Astoria, mom's spread of turkey and fixings, dad's stories of oil changes gone wrong. They noticed the change. Mia's all grown up, mom said, pride tinged with worry. I deflected with tales of crazy profs, but inside, guilt gnawed. This normalcy? Borrowed time. Back at NYU, Sarah's family drama spilled. Controlling dad, pushy mom. I need to make it big, for me, she said, voice cracking over hot cocoa in the quad. Empathy tugged. Last life, I consoled her through it. Now, I filed it as leverage. Winter quarter ramped up. I joined the Women in Tech Club, networking with sharp girls who'd be lifelines. There, I met Lena, a sophomore from MIT transfer, interning at a cybersecurity firm. Vanguard's firewalls are joke, she confided over club pizza. One breach away from disaster. I probed gently, heard rumors of shady deals. She laughed. All tech shady. But Voss? Whispers of foreign money. Russian, maybe. The oligarch thread pulled tighter. I started an anonymous forum post on a hacker board. Vanguard Tech, legit or laundry? Replies trickled. Vague warnings. One IP trace attempt fizzling. Christmas in Queens. Lights strung crooked on the fire escape. Bing Crosby crooning from Dad's ancient boombox. Gifts were practical. Sweater from Mom. Toolkit from Dad. But mine to them was invisible. A savings account seeded with diner tips. Buffer against storms. New Year's. I ghosted Tyler for a solo Times Square vigil. Ball drop echoing my countdown to reckoning. 2010 dawned crisp. Elena's diagnosis public now. Harlan's speeches laced with family-first pathos. Pity the shark. Sophomore year, I declared CS major, minoring in business to flank Sarah's path. We roomed again, her idea my trap. Classes overlapped. Group projects bonded us tighter. One night, post-midterms debauchery at a village bar, fake IDs courtesy of Rico, visiting from Queens. Sarah got tipsy, spilling. Harlan emailed me. Internship interview. Jealousy flared, banked quick. That's huge, I toasted, clinking her beer. Inside, accelerate. Her interview loomed. I coached her, subtly steering questions to probe Voss's ops. Ask about funding, I suggested. She did, returning starry-eyed. He's brilliant. Wife's fighting hard, it fuels him. But her notes, borrowed, while she showered. Mentions of offshore wires, consultant fees, to Cyrillic named entities. Jackpot. I photographed, stored on encrypted USB. My own internship at Brooklyn AI Lab. Coffee runs masking code dives. Boss, grizzled ex-Google Raj, mentored. Protect your IP, kid. Tech eats its young. I nodded, applying it, watermarks everywhere. Summer blurred. Code. Beach days with Jenna, visiting, auditioning off-Broadway. Sarah's gushing emails from her Voss gig. She interned remotely at first, then on-site in Chelsea offices. Snippets. Harlan's intense. Trust me with real stuff. Translation. Grooming. Back at NYU fall 2010, tension simmered. Sarah changed, sharper outfits, late nights studying. I mirrored, but diverged. Joined debate club for rhetoric, prepping courtroom barbs. One debate. Corporate greed versus innovation. I eviscerated the pro-greed side, channeling my rage. Applause thundered. Sarah clapped, but eyes narrowed. Competition brewed. Halloween party. Costumes and jello shots in a frat house on Waverly. I went as a cyberpunk hacker. Irony thick. Sarah as a sexy secretary, winking at industry nods. There, Harlan appeared, guest of honor, schmoozing juniors. He cornered us. Sarah's told me about you, Mia. The coder prodigy. His handshake lingered, eyes dissecting. Join us sometime. Invitation laced with intent. I smiled demure. Honored. Later, puking in the bathroom, I vowed. Taste his ruin. Winter break. Astoria snowed in, family movie marathons. Mom confided job hunt woes. I slipped her resume tweaks, landing her a realtor gig. Dad's garage boomed with referrals. I'd networked via Raj. Threads weaving. Spring 2011. Sarah's internship extended. She glowed, but cracks showed. Stress lines, secretive calls. I hacked her phone. SIM swap trick from dark web tutorials. Voicemails. Harlan's voice, paternal then probing. Need you sharp, Sarah? The project's delicate. Project. My future patent, embryonic. I countered. Pitched my neural net to Raj's VC contact. Promising they emailed. Patent filed provisional, $100 fee scraped from tips. Timestamp. Ironclad. Sophomore slump hit others. I thrived on caffeine and vendettas. Jenna's off-Broadway flop crushed her. I flew home for a weekend pep talk, masking my detachment. You're enough, I lied, hugging tight. Ghost of the friend I'd been. Back in NYC, Sarah's birthday bash. Rooftop in Soho, skyline glittering. She pulled me aside. Mia's my rock, toasting. But her laptop, left open, drafts of code. Mine, twisted. Theft in bloom. I confronted subtly. That snippet looks familiar. She blinked, laughed. Inspired by you, duh. Lie. I let it slide, plotting deeper. Summer 2011. I interned at a bigger firm, Palantir adjacent, learning forensics. Sarah full-time at Vanguard now, post-grad early. Her texts, living the dream. Mine, reconnaissance. Elena Voss's condition worsened, tabloids whispered. Harlan's desperation palpable in interviews, steel jaw cracking. Fall 2011. Junior year, I roomed solo. Sarah upgraded to off-campus with a study buddy. Translation, Harlan's Orbit. I used the space for war room. Walls pinned with timelines, strings connecting dots. Russian names surfaced. Ivanov, oligarch with Kremlin ties, funding Vanguard via shells. One night, buzzed on cheap wine, I called home. Miss you guys. Mom's voice warm. Proud, baby. Tears came unbidden. This path, lonely, barbed. But turning back? Death. Thanksgiving. Family intact. Laughs genuine. Dad's Mets rant, mom's pie. I savored, stealing for the storm. Back. Club event. Lena introduced a journalist, freelance for Wired. Tech scandals. I'm used. She bit. Always. Seed for exposure. Winter formal. I went stag, black dress sharp as my wit. Sarah arrived on Harlan's arm. Platonic, she swore later, but his hand low on her back screamed otherwise. Jealousy? No, disgust. I danced with Mark from high school days. Now NYU too, catching up on beats. Still coding, he asked. And plotting world domination, I quipped. Truth. Spring break trip with Jenna to Miami. Beaches, mojitos, escape. She confessed a crush. I advised mercy, hiding my cynicism. Love's a risk. Back. Thesis brewing. AI ethics. Veiled indictment of theft. Junior year end. Sarah's promotion whisper. She called, ecstatic. Head of special projects. I congratulated, voice honey. Inside. Accelerate the fall. Summer 2012. Vanguard IPO loomed. I worked at a DA's office internship, cybercrimes unit, goldmine. Learned wire traces, subpoenas. Applied to shadows, Ivanov's shell core, Vanguard links. Proof mounting, but thin. Fall 2012, senior year. Sarah and I drifted, text sparse. Her life, Harlan's shadow. Mine, Arsenal building. Patent approved. I shopped it to rivals, Buzz building. One offer, Brooklyn AI, full-time postgrad. Thanksgiving, tension at home now, mom's success, dad's pride, but my distance noted. You're different, Mia, dad said over ham. Stronger. Yes. Christmas, gifts lavish, mom's earrings from my first check. Harlan's holiday party invite via Sarah. Bring Mia? I went, dressed to kill. Chelsea loft, champagne flutes, power players. Harlan cornered. Your work intrigues. Join us. Temptation dangled. I demurred, considering options. His smile didn't reach eyes. New Year's. Solo again. Resolution. Strikes soon. 2013 dawned. Elena's hospice news leaked. Harlan unraveled subtly. Sarah's text frantic. He's pushing hard. Senior spring 2013. Thesis defense loomed. My AI ethics paper, a scalpel dissecting corporate IP predation. Professor Leon graded it A+, murmuring, publish this, Mia. It's incendiary. I did. AR-14 upload. Anonymous citations to hypothetical Vanguard cases. Ripples, a Wired mention, Lena's journalist pinging for quotes. I demurred, but fed her crumbs. Watched the funding trails. Sarah's glow dimmed. Late night calls to me, voice edged. Harlan's intense. Elena's fading. Says it's for her. Guilt? Or warning? I consoled. You're killing it. Lie to. Her code, theft escalated. My neural net core now Vanguard's, innovation, per leaked specs. I had screenshots, timestamps. But confrontation? Premature. Graduation, May 2013. Caps in air, families cheering. Mine beamed. Dad in ill-fitting suit, mom snapping pics. Jenna landed a chorus gig. We hugged fierce. Post-ceremony brunch at Sarabeth's, mimosas flowing. To futures, I toasted. Mine, dual track, Brooklyn AI job starting July, nights for digging. Summer heat wave baked the city. I moved to a Bushwick walk-up, AC unit wheezing. Days coding surveillance algos, ironic poetry, nights tracing Harlan's empire. Subpoena skills from DA stint. Public records requests yielded shells, Cyprus banks, Ivanov's fingerprints. A PI, hired on credit card debt, controversial choice one, leverage future pay, dug deeper. Photos of Harlan yachting in Monaco with suited Russians, Elena's medical bills funneled through Vanguard slush. Sarah's texts, sparse, then desperate. Miss you. Drinks? We met at a dive in the East Village, neon buzzing. She looked gaunt, eyes shadowed. It's consuming me, she admitted over whiskeys. The project's huge AI breakthrough. But Harlan, he's changing. I nodded, sympathetic. Walk away. She laughed bitter. Can't. Contracts ironclad. Leverage noted. I slipped a question. Funding? Offshore. Her pause, then deflection. Gotcha. Fall 2013. Brooklyn AI full-time. Cubicle grind but freedom. Raj promoted me quick. Lead dev on ethics module. Nights, I built my own. A tracker bot, scraping dark web for Voss dirt. Hits, forum posts on money laundering. A whistleblower's Reddit AMA scrubbed fast. I archived all. Thanksgiving. Home. Tensions eased by my success. Dad grilled steaks. Mom shared closings. I gifted them a weekend getaway, first in years. Their joy? My armor. Winter. Elena died January 2014. Headlines eulogizing her grace. Harlan's speech at the memorial. Televised. Me watching on laptop. Cracked. Voice trembling. Eyes steel. She inspired this fight. Fight. My undoing last time. Sarah called post-funeral. Sobbing. He's broken, Mia. But the project's peaking. Launch soon. Launch. The stolen AI. Rebranded. I comforted, then probed. Any ethical snags? Her silence screamed. Just stress. Valentine's solo. Chocolate and vendetta. I dated sporadically. A barista named Chris. Kind but clueless. Sex was release, not connection. Guilt followed. Controversial too. Goes to mid-text. Focus laser. Spring 2014 was around Vanguard's AI unveil. I attended incognito, press pass faked via journalist contact. Demo. My code. Harlan's spin. Revolutionary, he boomed. Sarah on stage, beaming, his protege. Rage boiled. I slipped backstage, planting a USB in her bag. Dummy code with tracker. Later, it pinged. Her laptop accessing Ivanov wires. Post-launch party. I crashed as consultant. Harlan cornered again. Mia Chun. The ethics crusader. Smirk. Heard your paper. Provocative. I met his gaze. Truth usually is. Spark. Recognition. Paranoia. Sarah pulled me aside. What are you doing here? Defensive. I smiled. Supporting you. Lie. That night, her drunk dial. I took it, okay? Your idea. Harlan needed it. For Elena. Confession. Recorded, of course. Summer heat peaked. My bot uncovered gold. Email chain. Harlan to Sarah. Frame the leak on Chun if traced. She's expendable. My name, pre-frame. They planned early. Fall 2014. Promotion at work, but shadows lengthened. Mom called. Dad's heart scare. Mild, but warning. I flew home. Bedside vigil. Fight it, Pop. I whispered, echoing Elena's irony. He recovered. I stayed a week, cooking, bonding. Back. Resolve hardened. Thanksgiving. Full house. Jenna visiting. Laughter healed cracks. But Sarah's silence? Ominous. Winter 2014. Launch Fallout. Stock soared, but glitches hit. My code. Unaltered, vulnerable. I anonymously tipped a hacker collective. Exploit patch. Vanguard bled data. Minor, but headlines screamed breach. Harlan's response. Witch hunt. Sarah texted. Crazy at work. Suspect insiders. I replied, stay safe. Then, escalated. Fed wired full dossier. Shells, Ivanov, theft outline. No names yet. Article dropped December. Vanguard's shadow empire? Panic rippled. Sarah called. You see this? Harlan's furious. Phishing. Wild, I said. Anyone you know? Her laugh forced. Christmas. Family gift. Cabin rental upstate. Snowshoeing. Fireside talks. Dad opened up. Missed this with you gone. Tears. My gift. Presents. New Year's 2015. Countdown in Bushwick Bar. Strangers cheering. I whispered Val. End it. January. Elena's anniversary. Harlan's interview. Defiant. Enemies abound. Sarah's promotion. VP Special Projects. My counter. Lawsuit prep. Lawyer consult. Pro bono via ethics network. Solid case, she said. But risky. They'll countersue. Risk. Accepted. Controversial 3. Leak to press my side early. Paint myself victim preemptively. February. Wired follow-up. My anonymous quote. Theft's the tip. Laundering's the iceberg. Harlan lawyered up. Sarah ghosted. Valentine's. Chris resurfaced. Awkward coffee. Forgave the ghost? No, but closure. You're intense, he said. Guarded. Truth. Spring 2015. Boardroom whispers leaked. Vanguard auditing. My tracker. Sarah shredding docs. I mirrored. Backup everything. Mom's birthday. Surprise party. Dad's effort. I danced with them, slow and sappy. Normalcy anchor. April. Climax brood. Harlan summoned Sarah publicly. Rumors of purge. She emailed me. First in months. Help. It's bad. Trap. Or crack. I met her in Central Park. Benches under blooms. What did you do? She hissed. Accusation flipped. Me? You're the thief. Her face crumpled. Harlan made me. The money. For Elena. Then debts. Ivanov's real. He's in deep. Full spill. Laundering via AI consults. Her cut for silence. My frame. Insurance. Recording rolled. Why me? I pressed. Tears. You were close. Easy mark. Trusted. Betrayal raw. I stood. Endgame. Walked away. Heart steel. May. Lawsuit filed. Headlines. Ex-intern sues Vanguard for IP theft. Chaos. Stock dipped. Harlan denied. Sarah on leave. Grad school apps. Deferred. Focus. Trial. Summer. Depositions. Harlan's glare across table. Ambitious girl. Sarah's testimony. Coached lies crumbling under cross. My lawyer shredded. Emails, codes, wires. But twist loomed. PI report. Harlan's hit on me in prison. Confirmed. Via guard payoff. Controversial 4. Go public with it. Risk mistrial? No. Leaked to DA. Murder for hire probe launched. Fall 2015. Trial date set. Sarah flipped. State's witness. Deal for reduced charges. Betrayal's boomerang. Thanksgiving. Victory meal. Premature. Family sense storm. I shielded. Winter 2015 gripped NYC in icy claws. Court dates slicing through the chill like summons. The federal courthouse in Foley Square loomed. A granite beast swallowing souls. My first appearance. Suit crisp, hair pinned. But inside, the Shanks ghost twisted. Reporters swarmed. Mia Chun, the whistleblower avenger. Flashes blinding. Harlan's team sneered. Sarah avoided eyes. Her plea deal badge of shame. Trial opened January 2016. Yes, timelines bent in my fury. Jury selection. Faces scanned for bias. My ethics paper cited in voir dire. Opening statements. My lawyer, fierce Ms. Rivera, painted Vanguard as a house of cards. Me the canary. Harlan's silk-suited shark countered. Sour grapes from a jilted coder. Gasps. I gripped the rail, knuckles white. Witnesses paraded. Raj testifying to my genius. Lena on breaches. The PI unveiling Ivanov yacht pics. Harlan smirking with vodka toasts. Business, he shrugged on stand. Cross. Rivera's scalpel. Business or blackmail? Cracks showed. Sarah's turn. Stage fright in heels. Direct. Tearful mea culpa. I stole. I lied for him. Harlan's face thunder. Cross. His lawyer mauled. Jealous of Mia? Rival for his attention. Sleaze. She buckled. No. He used me. Jury leaned in. My testimony. The stand a confessional. I trusted her, us, like sisters. Voice steady. Recounting the inspiration, the frame. Exhibits. Code diffs, my watermarks glowing. This was mine. Harlan's eyes bored. Hate. Fear? Then the bomb. DA's motion. Murder for hire. Evidence appended. Courtroom hush. Judge banged for sidebar. Granted. Separate indictment. But taint hung. Adjournment. Headline screamed Vanguard mobile linked to prison hit. Stock cratered 40%. Ivanov fled. Feds froze assets. February recess. Astoria refuge. Mom baked cookies. Dad fixed my laptop. Proud kiddo. Jenna crashed. Scripts in tow. You're a badass. Laughter healed. Back. Trial resumed. Forensics experts dueling. My metadata versus their coincidences. Rivera won. Irrefutable. Harlan's defense. Character witnesses. Philanthropy. Elena's memory. Maudlin. But Cross unearthed. Therapy notes. Subpoenaed. His sacrifices. Code for rages. Closing. Rivera thundered. Betrayal's price. Paid in blood. Harlan's. Ambition's battlefield. Jury deliberated 2 days. I pay Central Park. Ducks oblivious. Verdict. Guilty. IP theft. Fraud. Conspiracy. Sentence hearing. Harlan cuffed. Face ashen. 25 years. plus murder charge pending. Sarah, 5, probation. Justice, partial. But twist, post-trial, her visit to my walk-up. Rain lashed windows. She huddled, soaked. I didn't know about the hit. Plea. I stared. You sold my life. She sobbed. Forgive. Controversial 5. Mercy or blade. I handed her a folder. Job leads. Therapy recs rebuild. But never cross me. Door shut. Echo of my old self. Spring 2016. Dust settled. Vanguard dissolved. Assets seized. My settlement. Millions. Patent royalties. I founded Chun Ethics AI, nonprofit arm for IP protection. Hired ex-Vanguard coders, reformed. Mom's promotion to agency head. Dad retired early, garage sold. Family trip to Yellowstone, geysers mirroring my eruption. Summer, book deal, reborn code, a survivor's blueprint. Ghostwriter polished, launches fall. Tours, TEDx, ethics in the machine age. Fall, grad school, Columbia, Mississippi in CS. Classes invigorated. Thesis on revenge, all goes, metaphoric. Thanksgiving. Feast with Jenna's Broadway tales, Rico's mixes. Toast to scars. But shadows. Harlan's appeal dragged. Ivanov extradited. Spilling more. KGB ties. Election meddling whispers. My name in congressional hearings. Key whistleblower. Winter. Chris reappeared. Mature. A teacher now. Coffee turned dates. Vulnerability crept. Your story. Inspiring. Bed shared. Gentle. Trust. Tentative. New Year's 2017. Party at my loft. Now upgraded. Bushwick chic. Ball drop. Kisses. Resolution. Live. Not just survive. Spring. Book hit NYT list. Harlan's appeal denied. Transferred to Supermax. Sarah's letter. Grateful. Changing. Filed away. Summer. Nonprofit boomed. Grants. Global reach. Trip to LA. Jenna's play premiere. Hollywood buzz. Adaptation offers. I greenlit. Conditions. No glamorizing betrayal. Fall. Master's defense aced. PhD offers. Deferred for impact. Thanksgiving. Expanded table. Lena. Raj. Even Mark. Laughter loud. But climax twist brewed. Anonymous tip. Harlan's prison comms. Plotting from inside. Hit on me? Or Sarah? Investigation. Feds raid his network. Unearthed. Deeper conspiracy. AI used for voter manipulation. 2016 election ties. My code. Twisted further. Controversial 6. Testify again? Yes. Subpoenaed. Hearings. Hill spotlight. Questions sharp. Ms. Chun complicit? No. Victim turned sentinel. Winter 2017. Indictments flew. Ivanov's trial. Harlan implicated. My nonprofit consulted. Ethics firewalls. Christmas. Family cabin. Snow angels. Dad's health check. Clear. Mom's arm around me. Our hero. New Year's. Chris proposed. Ring simple. Build with me. Tears. Yes. But the blade turned. In the glow, doubt. Had revenge hollowed me? Or forged? Spring 2018. Wedding planning wove through chaos. White dress fittings amid hearing prep. Chris patient, grounding. One day at a time. Jenna maid of honor, scripting vows with flair. Mom-dad danced at tastings, their remarriage whisper in air, my butterfly effect. Harlan's trial, Supermax video link, face gaunt. Testimony, is venom. You ruined me, Chun. I met steady. You ruined yourself. Jury unmoved. Life sentence, no parole. Ivanov's plea, 20 years. Closure clicked, lock. Summer. Honeymoon Hawaii. Beaches balm. Waves washing ghosts. Chris's hand in mine. New chapter. Baby talk surfaced. Future bloomed. Fall. PhD. Start Columbia. Balancing nonprofit. Students idolized. Your book's Bible. Book 2. Shadows and Silicon. Laundering exposés. Thanksgiving. In-law intros. Turkey triumphs. Toast to kin. Winter. First trimester confirm. Joy terror mix. A fighter. Chris said, kissing bump. New Year's 2019. Family now. Resolutions gentle. But controversy crested. Film adaptation leaked script. Sarah as antihero. Me the obsessed rival. Outrage. Lawsuits flew. I sued. One script rewrite. Truth honored. Spring. Baby shower, Astoria roots. Mom's nursery paint, dad's crib build. Summer birth. Girl, Lily, after lilies of my grave. Tiny fists, fierce cry. Echo of fight. Fall, maternity leave, non-profit remote. Sarah's card, congrats. From afar, proud. Unsent reply heal. 2020, pandemic hit. Lockdowns, my platform virtual ethics summits. Lily's first steps amid Zoom. Thanksgiving virtual, screens bridged miles. Winter, vaccines, hope. New Year's 2021, toddler chaos, laughter. Twist finale, Harlan's suicide, cell noose, note. For Elena, justice's echo, or escape. I'm more not him, but the boy he might have been. Spring, Book 3, Rebirth Protocols, Resilience Guide. Summer, family road trip, Yellowstone Redux, Lily's Wonder. Fall, PhD defense, Summa, published. Thanksgiving, table full, stories spun. But the deep secret unveiled. In his effects, letter to me. You were right. I broke first. Filed with scars. Winter 2022, nonprofit global, branches in Berlin, Bangalore. New Year's, Chris's promotion, mine TED Talk. 2023, Lily's school start. Mine, professorship NYU, full circle. Controversial legacy, debates rage. Mia's ruthlessness heroic or vengeful? I speak, both. Human. Thanksgiving 2024, multi-gen feast. Grandkids? Soon. Winter, memoir update, truths layered. New Year's 2025, dawn breaks. Hudson view from our Brooklyn brownstone. Lily asks, Mommy, your story? I kneel. Once I died inside. Then lived fierce. Epilogue hook. Phone buzz. New tip. Rising mogul with Voss echoes. Smile. Cycle? Or my watch eternal? In the end, revenge wasn't the fire, it was the forge. I emerged, not unscathed, but unbreakable. Betrayal's sting faded to wisdom's edge. America, land of second chances? For some, I seized mine, claws and all. And in the quiet, with family woven tight, I whispered thanks to the death that birthed this life.